And our best in the game is brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of USC Athletics, helping the world keep promises. Best in the game. Certainly one of them from last season, King Miller, joins us now. Redshirt sophomore officially, Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, Cody Kessler, and now number 8, King. I noticed a little roster change, a little single digit on the jersey. Why'd you choose number 8?
To be honest, it's all because of my dad. I mean, growing up, I always wanted to be 8, but I kind of let my twin brother have it because he was always D lineman, but I wanted to do it for my dad, just rock it, because my dad's known as 8, so that's all we call him, so I just want to go out there and rock it.
As soon as Jacoby left, did you run straight to the training room saying,
something like
I got
that.
8?
Definitely something like that.
Your brother should never have been an 8. People on the line of scrimmage should not be allowed to wear single digits.
It's slimming, Jordan.
Yes, no.
It's a slimming effect. King, obviously a heck of a year, right? Think about last year where spring was at and think about now. How is that when you look back upon last year's spring practices and now you're here, what a difference a year makes, right?
Man, it's a big difference. I mean, honestly, coming into a different role as being one of the guys that kind of mentor guys, and last year I kind of was one of the guys who just kind of sat back and just played my role, and it's definitely been a change, but I'm embracing it all, and it's been great out there so far.
And obviously last year was phenomenal. You stepped up big time, had a great redshirt freshman year. What does year 2 look like now? Having some more experience going into this offense, what do you want to do individually to take that next step as a running back in 2026?
Just development. I mean, I've been trying to just get better at anything I can. I mean, honestly, last year was definitely a breakout for me, but I think I've done so much that I want to do even more now. So just developing my game, as people think I've done so much, but I honestly think it's not satisfied me yet. So as much as I can do for this team, I definitely want to secure my 1,000-yard season again this year, but just taking the next heights of my game.
Love that.
The immediate challenges last year, were they more physical or mental? I mean, you're going in such a physical league. You didn't necessarily look like the biggest back out there to us, so I didn't know if you wanted to get a lot bigger physically, or what is it simply the processing and now that you played so much more that you're getting so much better there?
I mean, with my coaches, they help me so much. I mean, going in there with Coach Jones, he kind of just helps me slow down the game, so nothing's really mental when I'm going out there. If I know what I'm supposed to do and I know my alignment, my assignment, ain't nothing else I should be thinking about. So really it's just the physical standpoint, just getting bigger, faster, stronger, and that's exactly what we've been doing this offseason, getting ready.
Yeah, long way till fall, but looks like you and Wayman in the backfield, maybe that 1-2 action back there. What's it like? What's your guys' relationship? You have a little off season here to work out and getting closer, I'm sure, as this thing gets together in spring.
For sure. I mean, that's my guy. We help each other every single day. We on the same rack. We're either helping the guys out or whatever it is, but we help each other out even if it's off the field. I mean, we help each other just make sure we're on the right track, on the right pace, because we know what we're able to do this year, and we're going to go out there and do it.
You mentioned your brother who's an offensive lineman here at USC. I'm sure you guys played together growing up a lot. How cool is that, though? Is it a surreal moment to get to play together now as Trojans on the field at the same time?
It definitely is. I mean, even last year, I'm just thinking, like, my brother is on the field at me at the same time. Like, you don't really think about it in the moment, but, like, when you go back and really watch it on film, like, not a lot of people can say they actually did that. So, I mean, we're just going to keep doing it and just take it to new heights.
Was that crazy to see him pulling around, lead blocking for you? And
definitely.
You got to start a podcast. All these brothers, these former brothers, they're all having podcasts. Get your guys' podcast going already.
I think that's next.
There you go.
They're the next Kelsey brothers right here, the Miller brothers. You got King Miller here on Trojans Live. And there is some change to this offense. The receivers, obviously, we lose Mackay and Jacoby. We lose Lake at tight end. But for you from a running back spot, I'm looking at it. Your quarterback's the same in Jade Mayava. I'm sure there's competition up front in the offensive line, but there's a lot of experience returning in the offensive line. How much does that help you guys to have that kind of continuity, which it feels like a rare thing in college football?
I mean, it's been great. I mean, I can trust a lot of those guys already, and it's been such a short amount of time, and I can't wait to see what this spring ball holds for them guys. So they hold each other very accountable in that room, especially in that O-line room, so it's going to be great to see them all go out there and compete.
Yeah, spring, obviously everyone's excited about spring ball, but the weeks leading into that, it's all workouts, right? You're with Coach Carroll. You guys are busting it in there. How were those workouts with Coach Carroll? He's always pretty intense. Whenever I walk by him, I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest.
I mean, he's definitely the best in the business. I mean, he gets us right every single day, even it's just from discipline standpoint, but that's what every great team needs. And when it gets to the workouts, it's the best we can get. I mean, honestly, great guy, great dude. I mean, he gets us right every single day.
Watching you play last year, I thought you did a great job, with your vision and your patience. Who was a guy you watched growing up, or maybe you watch now in the NFL that you like to model your game after at running back?
I mean, growing up, I was definitely bigger, so I couldn't really say I was like a speedster guy or
Yeah.
but I think I've definitely came into like a different type of back, so I'm a mixed balanced guy. But definitely growing up, I always watched Le'Veon Bell when I was a
Yeah,
little
I can
kid.
see that.
That's definitely who I watched all the time growing up, just that pace and that burst of speed. So definitely the guy I looked up to.
Does that help in this offense too with the guard tackle pulling, patience, and then when you see the hole open up, you've got to go. That's kind of a similar style that you have.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just comes with trust. I mean, those guys up front, we work it every single day, even overtime. I mean, we just have a lot of trust, and I know every time I see them out in front of me, I could definitely trust whatever decision they make, and I just bounce right off of it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You mentioned your standing in the locker room, it has changed from a year ago. A year ago, you were the young guy that had no real playing experience, and now you're the guy that comes back as the leading returning rusher, and those young guys look up to you. You get to be a little bit of a mentor, and we've got some talented young guys coming in. How have you taken those guys under your wing? What is your advice to a freshman that comes in and joins this team?
Everybody has their own path. I tell them that all the time. I mean, just stay down and stay ready. I mean, that's the only thing I can really say, especially with my past. You just got to stay ready no matter what it is. Stay in the locker, stay in that playbook, stay right there next to coach whenever your number is called. Take advantage of every opportunity, and y'all be right there, okay?
Yeah, you mentioned you're a comm major and obviously quite comfortable on the microphone here. What's the academic spring schedule looking like for you?
Man, classes are all right. Classes going great. I got a couple business classes that I'm going through right now, but those are great. But most of the time, I'm just staying in the book studying, or I got tutoring or whatever it may be. But it's definitely been hard to balance, but it's been great.
Last year, obviously sitting behind Wayman Jordan and then Eli Sanders, and then unfortunately they had injuries. You get thrown into the spotlight, and you burst onto the scene, and you really become a star running back here at USC. How have you handled, a little bit higher expectations, getting thrown into that stardom? Have you still been able to
fame,
keep even
the
keeled
NIL?
up? Yeah,
it's all at you now, man.
It's your big name now, man. How's it been being able to handle all that? Have you still stayed pretty much the same, you think?
Trojans live.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to be here, but I mean, honestly, as a kid, I always dreamt of something like bigger of myself, so I never really am satisfied for where I am, but I definitely am always the same kid. I don't really let nothing people say or whatever people are thinking of me. If it's changed, that's how they feel. So I just think about everybody that's always been in my corner, how they really feel. They still think I'm the same king, so
yeah,
that's how I think of myself.
They don't call you a king for nothing, man. It was a birthright. You were meant for greatness, and you certainly showed it off last season. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you coming up this fall. Hey, Trojan fans, did you know the Ralph's app gives you easy access to weekly sales and personalized coupons? You can earn fuel points too. Check out the app today and save while you cheer us on to another great season. Ralph's, proud partner of USC Athletics, and Stone IPA has inspired a generation of brewers and beer lovers. Made in Southern California, Stone Brewing's first anniversary ale continues to be today's iconic West Coast style IPA. Crisp, light-bodied, and packed with hoppy flavor. Located at find.stonebrewing.com. Thank you to King. There's a lot of sports going on right now at USC, including women's golf. Number 2 team in the nation, Elise Lee, is going to join us next.